Hi Aries, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, or Venus. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your August 1st to the 15th, 2020 reading for you. Now I ask if this reading resonates with you. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and also to subscribe to my channel. And if you would like to be notified whenever I upload new readings, and I upload all the time, just hit that bell notification. Now before we dive into this reading, let's clear the energy space, raising our own energy vibration, and releasing any negativity holding us back. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. Releasing all negativity from your body like storm clouds, feeling all anger, pain, and hurt rising from you, leaving you, visualizing it like heat from the pavement, no longer a part of you, feeling centered, calm, and at peace. Now let's see what the tarot has to say. Aries, August 1st to the 15th, 2020. Aries, August 1st to the 15th, 2020. Aries, August 1st to the 15th, 2020. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Ooh, that one goes right here. Fantastic. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides. Okay. So on the left hand side, this would be the left hand side. This is your inner self, your personal self. The middle is your emotional self. And the right hand side, this is your public self. So let's see what this time frame has to offer you. We start off with the Queen of Wands. Oh, I love it. I love the jubilance there. And there's a happiness, there's a joy to you, which is interesting because you're followed right by the Three of Swords, which is a release of pain, heartbreak. Wow, okay. Then you have the High Priestess. Oh, absolutely beautiful. And the Nine of Cups. Celebration, joy, wish being granted, beauty coming in. You're not going to see this as readily as other people will. So just be mindful of that. Okay, I don't know. Okay, I'm being kind of fussy right now with the way the cards are lined up. So do know that you're going to be a little bit fussy with, the way things are lined up, the way things are going. You're kind of going to want things to be, Spirit just keeps on saying a place for everything and everything in its place. That's going to be a very powerful message for you during this time, but also telling you, do not get caught up in that kind of mentality because there's going to be kind of free-forming things that are going to come forward. You have the King of Pentacles, Earth sign energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. The King of Cups, water energy, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. The Tower and the Queen of Pentacles. Oh my gosh, I love that. Whenever I have the king and the queen of the same suit from the same deck in a reading, that is astoundingly powerful. That's a soulmate connection, especially with prosperity, with bounty. There's somebody that you're connecting with. Now this could be a lover, this could be a friend, this could be I'm seeing, siblings, something like that, because here, when I see soulmates, okay, it doesn't necessarily have to mean love. It just doesn't. It means somebody that your soul has known from a past life who comes forward into this life and really impacts you. So just know that, because I do know when soulmates come up, people get so excited. It's like, oh, I'm going to meet my one true love. And you may very well. This is somebody who deeply affects your heart. But this can also be in a myriad of other ways. And Spirit does not want you at all to miss this person's connection, to miss this person's power, right? And to miss this power within you. Then we have Temperance, Sagittarian energy, time frame November 22nd to December 21st. You have the Empress, and oh my gosh, Aries, whenever you have the Empress, because you're represented by the Emperor in the major arcana, the Empress is just this balancing, beautiful force that comes forward. And this is in your public arena. So far, 2 major arcana cards. Then we have the Page of Pentacles, Earth sign energy, very strong within this time frame for you. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. And then we have the Two of Swords. Oh, that makes sense. Okay. Yeah. So let's see the people who are going to aid you during this time. Who are the people who are going to aid Aries, August 1st to the 15th, 2020? Who are the people who are going to aid Aries, August 1st to the 15th, 2020? Angels. Ooh, okay. So those right there. It's quite a few. My goodness. Okay. Yeah. So 6. That's beautiful. So we're starting off with strength. This is a Leo energy. This is a time frame August 23rd July 23rd, there we go, to August 22nd. And this is somebody who's astoundingly strong, astoundingly driven. This is somebody who does not get held back for long, all right? Has this power to them. Fire sign energy. So Aries, they embrace the fire sign energy just as you do, because they are a fire sign energy. This is somebody who's very passionate, very determined. All right. And then we move to the Princess of Swords, air sign energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, coming in. This is somebody who has a very good instinct about things. This is somebody who's learning how to craft and how to move forward in the power of the mind, the way of words, all right? This could be somebody who Spirit is just showing me, they kind of say what they think, just a little bit more bluntly than others. So that is going to be very, very good. But this is, it is going to be good for you during this time, because it's like this person, it's like they talk straight, they shoot straight, and you're like, okay, I know exactly where I stand with you. And that's going to be something that is very reassuring. Then we have the Lord. This is, of course, you in the major arcana. You come through as the Emperor in this Druid craft deck. It is the Lord. This is a time frame March 21st to April 19th. There is power, there is determination to you, and also to this energy. You could be very much getting along with another Aries energy, but also yourself. You are going to be one of your greatest aids, one of your greatest, your powers during this time. And as this power and this truth moves forward with you, and as you know your mind, you're also embracing this kingly energy, which you have a lot of kingly energy within this reading. There's actually a vibrance, a beauty to this reading that is absolutely intoxicating. You do also come through as the Queen of Wands, which is gorgeous. So you have that feminine and masculine energy working itself together. The Emperor represents all of the king cards. So there is power, there is knowledge, and there is a sense of utter strength. Because if he represents all of the king cards, if he represents all of the elements, there is not a way where he kind of stumbles. And you might say, well, Dane, that's not me. I stumble. Yes, we all do. We are all human. And we are supposed to stumble because we are supposed to learn. And sometimes it's like, enough is enough. I'm done with the stumbling. Let me move forward in my power and in my truth. And you're claiming your throne, and you're really connecting with that energy of determination. Then we have the moon. Now this is a Pisces energy, February 19th to March 20th. Now, the moon is very powerful during this time, all right? So you might find yourself very drawn to the phases of the moon. This is also a sense of looking at fears, at desires, at the ways that you want to move forward in your life and not being held back. And saying, okay, I know my truth. I know where it is that I stand. I know what it is that I stand for. And I am absolutely and utterly embracing that. And that's going to be very powerful for you. It's like, no, I'm not going to be held back. I'm not going to be denied. I know what it is that I want for my life. And that is moving me forward. And so here, you will have the fears come up that say, well, you can't. But with this person, with this Pisces energy around you, this is a person who you see has been through the fears. And this is somebody who says, no, don't be held back by them. Don't sit there and think this is a weakness. Ooh, I'm sorry about this glare. Don't think this is a weakness. This is a strength. You moving forward in your power, in your determination, you being able to connect. That is astoundingly strong for you. Hopefully I can move these so that there isn't so much of a glare on them. Just give me one moment here. I do apologize. All right, so this seems to be as good as it kind of gets right now. And then we have the Prince of Wands, fire sign energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. This is somebody who is very eager, very determined, moves forward, the second fastest moving knight. And this is somebody who knows what it is that they want. And this is going to be somebody who, kind of has this intoxicating, let's move forward, let's go after this kind of mentality. You're going to be very inspired by them. And then we have the Queen of Swords, air sign energy, once again, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, very strong female energy because you have the princess and you have the queen, or somebody whose energy comes across as female, even if that is not the way that they identify themselves. And so here, as you're taking in this knowledge, as you're taking in this understanding, this person is going to be there with you. Now remember, with these people who are inspiring you during these times, coming to your aid, it doesn't mean that they have to be a person that you meet, a person that you know. This could be through a book. This could be through a podcast. You might never know this person's sign that really inspires you, but it is powerfully moving forward for you during this time. And with the Queen of Air, you're looking at, somebody who might at first come across as being a little bit hoity, you might kind of disconnect with them just a little bit, because whenever I look at the Queen of Air, I look at her and I think, wow, I so misunderstood her. Because here, to me, when I first looked at these cards, she seemed a little bit arrogant. And I thought, why? And then I realized, oh my gosh, I was doing a reading and it was the air blowing through her. She didn't reveal herself all at once. It took time. It took like getting to know her. And that's going to be the thing with this person. It takes getting to know them, where there is so much more that is revealed. And so here, there is the sense that she listens to the wind, like there is inspiration that comes through to her in a very profound and a very powerful way. All right. So let's start with your inner self. We're starting with the Queen of Wands. This is you, and this is absolutely a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful you. Passionate, powerful, joyful, creating the magic, moving forward in a brilliance that is absolutely intoxicating. And so as you are looking at your inner self, as you are connecting with your person, all right, there is a joy to you that you are embracing. This is also the queen that is not afraid to roll up her sleeves and get her hands dirty. This is a sense of moving towards action. You might have this desire to kind of move more, do more, but you're held back a little bit. And there is a sense here that power is moving you forward. Inspiration, dedication. This is the reason why you get out of bed. There's something here that absolutely inspires you. And then we have the Three of Swords. Now the Three of Swords, I love the heartbreak in this depiction, because that's what the Three of Swords represents. So you have this passionate, beautiful, powerful energy coming forward, and then it's like, oh my gosh, am I doing the right thing? Am I moving forward the right way? I've been heartbroken, like heart ripped out before. Is that going to happen again? And the fact of the matter is that as you're looking at this, and as you're embracing you, you're looking at the heartbreaks, the pains, the disappointments that have held you back in the past. And it's like, no more. No more am I going to be defined by pains, sorrows, and desperations that do not have a place in my life. I'm looking at the heartbreak. I am looking at the reasons why I doubt that I should move forward as a queen. Why I doubt that I should be the monarch of my power. And as I embrace this knowledge, I embrace my truth. I also see the blockages emotionally, spiritually, personally that hold me back, the negativity that was spoken over me that broke my heart. This could be from when you were really small and you didn't have the power to change it. You are changing it now. You really are. You're sitting there, you're looking at it, and you're mourning it. You could find yourself just crying it out. You can, Aries, just in this very powerful, very kind of intense way. Just kind of screaming it out. Take your pillow, scream into your pillow if you have people around you. But just let it out. Let out the hurt. Let out the pain. Because the High Priestess, oh man, she sees. And I like that it goes to the countdown from the 3 to the 2. It's like she sees. She sees what others do not. She sees when everybody else turns away, or when people try to present a certain mask, and it's like, no, I'm sorry. I see the truth, I know the truth, and I will be empowered by the truth, not held back by it. So this is the veil being lifted from your eyes, which is going to be astoundingly powerful. Now you can kind of ask divinity, spirit, your angels, to control how much you see, how in tune you are, because this could just be too much. It could be too much, it could be too intense. Because there is a sense of an awakening here, all right? There is a sense of profound power, dedication, determination. This is by design, and this is by divine design, that you are moving forward into this power. And as it comes, you see behind people's masks, and that can be very disconcerting. The facade that we all wear. And it's like, no, I'm going to see the truth. I'm going to see the real you. And that's just it. And sometimes do be prepared, because that can be astoundingly overwhelming. It could be more than what you bargained for. And it leads you to the 9 of Cups. It leads you to wishes being granted. It leads you to passion and power coming forward. It leads you to a joy, to a happiness, to a success that you're not going to see. You're just not going to see it all at once. But there is this sense of just jubilation, of rejoicing, of power, of beauty to you. That Spirit is saying, run with this. Run with this and let it shine through your soul. Other people see your blessings so much more easily than you do, Aries. And you know what? That's a bit of a shame. That is a shame. Because you are absolutely magnificent. Embrace that knowledge. Embrace that power of your heart. Embrace that truth of your soul. As you move forward, as you are connecting and connected. This is also the wish card. So be very mindful of what you wish for, because there is a sense of creativity just being so profoundly powerful within you. And it comes after things have fallen apart. And if we're not living in a tower time, my goodness, I do not know what is. So here, just be very mindful. Just be very, very mindful, because divinity is pushing you forward. And at your heart, I mean, it's goodness. It is goodness. It's like, my gosh, you have the King of Pentacles, and then you have the King of Cups. So this is water sign energy and earth sign energy, okay? This is being very connected to the earth. This is being very connected to the water. So practical and spiritual coming together. Looking at what you desire, what you want, the way you need to move forward. And as you are looking at things, there's a sense here with the King of Pentacles. You're seeing the connections. Because I kind of look at him like the planner king, kind of like the farmer king, right? So if you are going to plant, you have to know the soil, you have to know what grows, you have to, have all these things happen. And then with rainfall, and then with with feeding people, it just moves it's so intertwined, is what I'm seeing here. And as it is intertwined, you are going to see yourself inspired. You're going to be able to see how this action affects this action, affects this action. And you're like, wow. And it all leads to prosperity. It all leads to your connection of bounty and of harvesting and of moving forward towards wealth and understanding. And so here with the King of Pentacles, you're astoundingly serious, astoundingly centered, also profoundly blessed, and a bit more relaxed than you would have thought. And what's really beautiful is that I know I have the two kings up because you have very strong kingly energy, and you also have very strong queenly energy because you have the Queen of Wands and the Queen of Pentacles, which is absolutely beautiful. So here with the King and the Queen coming together, this is a soulmate connection. True love, inspiration, powerful connection. This is a time where you will be inspired and where an inspiration will find you. It has to do with practicality. It also has to do with emotional connection, right? The King of Cups in the Rider-Waite-Smith deck, he is sitting on this little island, this little square in the ocean. And yes, you can see land behind him. But if you look at it just as he's the king of that square, he's the king of that place, he's the king of one. And you might think, well, that's kind of lame. Don't you want to be the king of more? But what is stunning, if you think about it, emotionally, personally, spiritually, we are the king of one, ourselves. We cannot inspire and change anybody else without them consenting to it, because they are the king of one too, also, in addition. And so here, with the King of Pentacles coming in prosperity, bounty, looking at the seeds that you have to plant, looking at the harvest that you want to move forward with. And then with the King of Cups coming in, it's like that emotional connection. It's the spiritual and the emotional coming together. It's saying, I rule my kingdom, which is just for me. And I do so with dedication, determination, and beauty. I do so with grace. And at times the kings get frustrated, because think of kings as chess pieces and think of queens as chess pieces. So with the Queen of Wands and the Queen of Pentacles, you can move across the board so much more easily, right? You're impossible. To hold back, to stop. There is this brilliance to you. And you are this impossible force that people sit there and they kind of marvel at, because you have that, you're very attracted to the Knight of Wands here, that person who moves forward, goes after, and your own Emperor energy is shining through here beautifully. And it's like, yes, I know what needs to be done. I know how I want to move forward. I know where I'm going. And you might say, Dane, I don't know any of this. This is why the joy has to come in, and a release of the negativity that has held you back needs to happen. Because we always look at life and say, my path, my purpose, it has to be huge. It has to be awe-inspiring. It has to be Hollywood ready. Rock star ready. Most lives will never be that. And you know what? Thank goodness. That's a lot. This is your passionate power. This is your brilliant truth. And it's saying, yes, okay, my skill might not be marketable, but your heart, if you lead with your heart during this time here, Aries, you will find profit coming in. All right? It might not start coming in right away. Okay? Whenever you do anything from the heart, it takes time. It takes time to build. It takes time to manifest. It takes time to connect, and to not be in fear of what your heart truly desires, what you want and what you need. And so here, as you are connecting, the tower falls. Divinity pushes you out of your comfort zone. That's how I see the tower. It's being pushed out of your comfort zone. It's looking at things and being like, well, wait, what? You want what? You want me to do what? You want me to move forward? How? Like, what the heck is this? And the tower moves you. It does. It's like, ready or not, here it comes. You need to move forward. You need to embrace this. Because if you don't embrace a very powerful, brilliant, and prosperous form of yourself. So this is moving out of rigidity. This is moving into a flexibility that has you connected. And it happens because of the high priestess coming in, right? Because of you being able to see things clearly, because of you being able to move forward in power. And it has you connected to looking at new ideas for the prosperity that you are bringing into your life, because you are a master at this. It's kind of like being a craftsman, right? So if you are a master craftsman, you are absolutely like in charge, empowered, you teach others. There's just a brilliance to your work. So here you have this brilliance coming in, but you're also being a student. You're looking at things and saying, how do I put this together? How do we move forward? You're asking questions, you're discovering. And that's what has you as this absolutely gorgeous queen, just who rejoices and accepts. And I get chills because I have a friend who looks just like her, and it's like, wow. And it's having that air, that beauty, of success. And that's what's going to radiate from you. And it's also a peace. Because as much as we sit there and say, okay, once you're able to pay all your bills, right? But that's no small feat. Once you're able to pay your bills, money doesn't increase happiness. And that's definitely true. But it sure as heck brings stability and security. And so here, there is a sense of being able to revel, of being able to move forward in that power of security, of stability, of an enchantment with life, because the fear is falling away. And if anybody has ever, Lord knows, I have had times where the money isn't there. And you're sitting there and you're worried about food and keeping the lights on and everything like that. It's a terrifying time. But here is beauty. Here is understanding. Here is prosperity. And the absolute embodiment of it. And the king, it's like an ease. An ease, it's a part of you. Prosperity, bounty, this power coming in, it's a part of you. It cannot be lessened. It will not be lessened. And you have to let it shine. Because the heartbreak, this card just moved as I put down the others. This heartbreak, it's defined you for too long. Heartbreak, pain, disappointment, fear, anger. It's like, okay, but this can take away my whole entire life, and I will not let it. I'm releasing it because it has me tied. And no more. No more. I give it voice. And I set it free. And then you have an astounding public arena. You do. Because with temperance, with balance, you see right here, the angel's rings right behind him. That's it. Your angels are right behind you. Temperance, balance of the spiritual and the practical, balance of what you desire, balance of what you need. It calls to you. It most definitely does. It moves you. And as this balance comes, you are defined. You are defined by your grace. You are defined by your eloquence. You are defined by your compassion, because you are balancing the world. You are balancing what you need. With temperance. Temperance pours in the Rider-Waite-Smith deck into the cups. So the balance is within. It is for you. Aquarius pours that water out into the world. But that is later on the journey. Here, this is peace, harmony, contentment, tranquility, success. It leads you to this beautiful partnership with the Empress, pregnant with the world, taking care, holding it true, embracing its love. Possibilities abound. And you might sit there and say, oh, Dane, no. But don't give up on you. Don't. The world is being nurtured. You are being nurtured with it. You are reclaiming a throne you thought was lost, a power you thought insignificant. You're taking back your voice, your pride, yourself. You will not be defined nor dismissed by others. You live for you, not in a selfish, self-serving way, but in a powerful, prosperous, determined way, knowing that if you do not take care of yourself, everything else falls apart. Because who will be there to hold it up, to defend? You are an Aries, represented by the god of war. So yes, tempers can be hot sometimes, but you need the defenders. They're valued. You need the people who can think under pressure. They're irreplaceable. There's a beauty to you. Embrace it. Connect with it. You're also going to connect with a softer side. This connection, this power of the world, it brings you to being a student of prosperity, a student of the way that you want to move forward in life, of what you need and what you want, and looking at things and seeing the gifts that you are granted, and looking at them as gifts, where once you looked at them as failures, disappointments. You're taking it in. You're finding this balance. And then we have the Two of Swords. The Two of Swords is being pulled one way and another, and you're not really that keen on either one of them. Don't make rash, hasty decisions. Stay grounded within yourself. Stay determined within your desires. You're going to see new pathways open up, ones that far better suit you. But it comes through a balance of connection, because if you look at her feet, she has the same position as the Hanged Man, meaning inspiration comes. Ideas come forward. Let us see what your karmic cards have to say. What is the karmic energy for this time? Aries, August 1st to the 15th, 2020. Aries, August 1st to the 15th, 2020. Aries, August 1st to the 15th, 2020. Angels and spirit guides. Relationship. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. No, not that. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Dreams. It's very interesting. Oh, because I'm shuffling them upside down. I thought that was the case. There we go. I was like, why is this? No. Spirit was like, no, they're not reversed. They are right side up. And you always have to trust Spirit. And so we have relationships and we have dreams. The power of you, the power of your relationships are growing by leaps and bounds during this time. It brings power into your dreams, power into your passion, power into what you desire. Relationships connecting with the sacral energy. This is a release of negative energy from this life and from past lives that have affected you within your relationships. This can even be, debts within your DNA, traumas, hurts, pains within your DNA that defined you in a way that you did not want to be defined. And now you're breaking out of that mold. You're embracing yourself, your power, and you're moving forward in your dreams. You're going to be moving forward to your dreams, but your third eye chakra is opening, all right? And you're going to find inspiration comes to you in your dreams, guiding you, moving you forward, making things more. Okay. Now let's go deeper into this reading. How will Aries be affected by this time frame. Aries, August 1st to the 15th, 2020, Aries. August 1st to the 15th, 2020, Aries. August 1st to the 15th, 2020, Aries. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels, ooh, goodness, and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides. Fantastic. And you have a bonus card. Now, just for a moment, I have to say, look at the beautiful back of these cards. These are my favorite colors, all put together. It's absolutely enchanting. Okay. So, your inner self. We have here the Muse of Materials, which is the King of Pentacles shining through. You have him shining through in the main basis of your reading, and you have him shining through even deeper. He affects your heart. He affects you personally, which makes sense. Then we have the Two of Materials, the Two of Pentacles, the Three of Materials, the Three of Pentacles. I like that. The two going into the three. Didn't you have the two going into the three? Here, we had three count down to two. Oh, I like that. I like that. It's just reversed here. The Hierophant, strong Taurus energy. Inspiration, Seven of Inspiration, which is the Seven of Wands. The Seven of Emotions, the Seven of Cups. Repeat of the number 7, your heart needs you to be honest with it. The emotions, the passions of your heart need honesty. The Devil, Capricorn energy, a time frame of December 22nd to January 19th. 10 of Inspiration, 10 of Wands. And the Fool. Oh, that's brilliant. And your bonus card here, the one that just had to be heard, is the Moon. The Moon. All right, Pisces energy, playing a huge role in aiding you, helping you to move forward, facing fears, not being defined by them. All right. So we're starting off with the King of Pentacles. And this is a sense of prosperity. This is a sense of walking through a portal, through a pathway, into a new way of seeing things, into a new power and understanding. It leads you to being secure, prosperous as you balance, because you're balancing a lot. You're balancing that spiritual and that practical. And so as you balance it, you balance you. You see things more clearly. You embrace a greater understanding. But as you see things, okay, as they come forward, what you're going to be, Spirit said right before, as you see it, it balances you. It does. But at first you're going to feel a little bit topsy-turvy, a little bit like, I was just pushed out of my comfort zone. You know, what the heck is going on here? I have so much to balance, so much to take care of. You know, where does the passion, the power, the beauty lie within me? And that's where you have the Three of Pentacles coming in. And the Three of Pentacles is a sense of embracing prosperity that you work on, yes, by yourself, but also that you collaborate with others. It moves you forward. There's a sense of like you're all putting your heads together, which I think is super cute. So you're all putting your heads together to see, how do I move forward? Where is it that I want to be? Because you're balancing on top of a diamond. You're balancing on top of profound wealth. And this then moves you to the Hierophant. Now the Hierophant is a Taurus energy, a time frame of April 20th to May 20th. So this is going to be very powerful. The Earth sign energy is going to be especially powerful for those of you Aries born on the cusp. So if you're born on the cusp, if you're a cusp baby, the Taurus energy within you is going to be shining through really brightly. Even if you're not a cusp baby, that energy is still shining through very brightly, very beautifully, and is moving you forward. The Hierophant here is saying, stay true to your traditions, stay true to yourself. It's kind of like as you're moving forward, you're being guided, right, to this larger than life power that is yourself. And as this happens, you have the Seven of Wands coming forward. And it's like, okay, what do I fight for? Where is it that I want to be? Am I overwhelmed? And you're pushing back the darkness and you're letting in the star, the inspiration. And as you are pushing back this darkness and you're letting in the light, it's like, oh, wow, I just got chills. It's like, oh my gosh, this is what I needed. This is what I desire. And it comes through the truth. And it isn't like, okay, I'm going to be brutally honest with everybody and hurt everybody's feelings and have no social decorum. No, that's not it. I mean, the world is filled with that anyway. Just kind of everybody yelling at each other. Please do not add to it. Here, it's like, I stand my ground. I am not a pushover. I know what I want from life. And I will not be held back by people who are going to say, oh no, you should do it like this or you should do it like that. And it leads you to the Seven of Emotions, which is the Seven of Cups. And the Seven of Cups says, look at what it is that you want. Turn dreams into manifestations. And I understand, you sit there and you visualize and you say, this is what I want. And you think, what the heck is the difference between visualization and dreaming? There's a lot. Because one, you are doing with active intent. The other is just when your mind wanders. And so seeing yourself, feeling it, being a part of it, that is visualization. And you might say, but that's how I dream. Then your dreams should start to become realities. Maybe not in the way that you saw it yourself, but in the emotion behind it, in the intention that guides you. All right? Here, it's looking at things and it's not being caught up in the maybes, could-haves, would-haves, dreams of it all, but in the passion, in the desire, in the way that you move forward towards your greatness and in your greatness. Emotionally, you are connecting with it. Visualize, visualize, visualize. See yourself as successful. Feel yourself as successful. Let yourself start being successful. Because the thing with the mind that is so fascinating is that it does not know the difference between reality and make-believe. It doesn't know the difference between what we live and what we think about, right? Or what we imagine ourselves going through. So if you sit there and you see yourself as this successful person, and then you work your tuchus off to get there, it comes. Maybe not in the riches, lottery winning way that we would want, but it does come. And it does change things. Then we have the devil coming in. Now I am of the firm belief that the devil rules our earth. And it's not bad. It's just the chaos of personality. It's the chaos of humanity. It is a sense of temptation. It is a sense of putting the I before the we. And it is a sense of, sitting there and saying, I want what I want. If you look at it as the devil rules what he tempted Jesus with, not to get religious on people, but when he said to Jesus, all of this could be yours. And Jesus said no. There was a reason for that. There was a reason for that. And so here, when we're looking at things, we look at this earth and we see the addictions. We see the pains. We see the sufferings. And we have them. We have our own addictions. This is a breaking free of addiction. This is passion that moves you forward towards success. This is being determined and dedicated. And it's staving off the fires with the beauty and saying, no, I want the serenity of self. The chaos of emotion, yeah, sometimes I want to be inspired by it. Look at it. But I will not be pulled back into a pit. Because the thing with addictions, we have, your run-of-the-mill addictions of drugs and sex and alcohol and food and shopping, the ones that you have support groups for. But then you have your other addictions that we don't see as addictions. It's people-pleasing. It's swallowing our words to keep the peace. It is, putting your dreams aside for everybody else. What is it that you constantly do that doesn't add to your happiness, actually builds up frustration and resentment in you? But it's part of your personality. How can you change it? You are changing it. You are embracing your desire of self, your power. And you're going to see that as you break the chains, you move forward in not the devil energy, but in the gods of the earth energy that the devil was formed to kind of corrupt. And yes, they bring panic and deceit and, all the things that nature brings. Because panic comes from the word Pan, which is a god of the forest in Roman mythology. But you're seeing things and it's like, yeah, okay, I will be scared. And that's where this moon card comes in. And I'm just seeing it so powerfully. It's like, yeah, I will be scared. Yeah, I will be overwhelmed. Yeah, things don't always go the way that I want them to. But I will not be defeated. There is a brilliance to you, Aries, that is astounding. And then we have the 10 of inspiration, the 10 of wands. And I think this is a very interesting depiction because it's carrying a load that is too big for you. It just is in the Rider-Waite-Smith deck. It is carrying that load that is too big, that is too much. And with the 10 of wands, here it's disseminating that load into different aspects of yourself or into different, helpers. Here you have cows, bulls pulling it forward. It's like, okay, I'm giving myself the power, the understanding to lessen my burden and to have help, to have inspiration guide me, to move myself forward, not being so overwhelmed. Excuse me. And then it moves you to the Fool. And it's like, now it's time for a new adventure. It's time for a new journey, a new way to move forward. The Fool comes in. And when the Fool comes in, you sit there and you think, man, what I'm going to do is foolish. Now, it's not reckless. They're completely different things. But nobody gets it. People laugh. There isn't that same security that is there for other things. But here with the Fool, it's like, no, I have to move forward. Because remember, every hero's journey starts with everybody thinking you're a fool. Nobody understanding your vision. Move forward in your truth, the vision for your life, the vision in your heart of what you desire, of what you want. It leads you to saying, I embrace fear, not as a constant companion, but as something that is acknowledged. That is what kept my ancestors safe. Don't eat these berries. They killed, that guy over there. Terribly, horribly. Don't go that way. There's a bear. That guy just got mauled. We were made in our minds to have fear be a powerful part for us. To have it help us. To have it lead us. To have it keep us alive. But the thing is that most of us are not sitting there foraging for food. Most of us are not getting into encounters with bears. And so that aspect of our mind, it says, I'm going to keep you safe. I'm going to keep you secure. I'm not going to let you, fall into what brings on fear, has morphed itself into anxieties, into apprehensions, into what holds us back. Look at what you want. It's the radiance. It's the radiant reflection of the sun. The brilliance, harmony, understanding. The silvery light of the moon guiding you. And here it's the rosy light of the moon to rosy, more beautiful pastures, more powerful understandings. Again, strong Pisces energy. Time frame, February 19th to March 20th. And let's see your spirit animal for this time. Aries, August 1st to the 15th, 2020. Aries, August 1st to the 15th, 2020. Aries. Ooh, this one. Yeah, Spirit's like, stop. Okay. Squirrel Spirit. This says, believe in yourself. Believe in yourself because that is a powerful place to start and to move forward in, to embrace, and to have lead you in what you desire. Oh, well, it was worth a shot, wasn't it? And let's look at what people you need to be mindful of during this time. Who are the people that Aries needs to be mindful of? August 1st to the 15th, 2020. Who are the people that Aries needs to be mindful of? August 1st to the 15th, 2020. Angels and spirit guides, guide this message and show me clearly. Angels, angels and spirit guides. Fantastic. So we have here the Prince of Cups, water sign energy, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. This is a very slow moving prince, okay, the second slowest of the princes. This is somebody who is going to take their time with things, yes, most definitely, but who also is taking their time with their emotional understanding of things, with the way that they want to move forward, or with what they are seeing. And so they're not going to be as open with you as you would like. And it also kind of feels like they have a bit of a battle going on that they're looking at. Then we have Gemini energy with the Lovers card, May 21st to June 20th. This is somebody who's too caught up in their own passion, in what they desire, to see what will aid anybody else. Okay, this is also somebody with dual agendas, like looking at things like, this is what I want, this is where I need to be. Then we have the Princess of Wands. This is fire sign energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. All right, this is somebody who is very inspired, very passionate. I'm just not seeing them have the follow through, and that can really get you kind of sucked into it. And as you look at it, you're like, oh man, that's a great idea. But then you're like, well, how are we going to do that? And they're like, well, I don't know, figure it out. And you're going to sit there and be like, what do you mean, figure it out? And then Aquarius energy, time frame here is January 20th to February 18th. This is a person who very much kind of has their own agenda at hand. Like they're looking at their wishes, their hopes, their dreams, their desires. And that's what they're going to be looking at first during this time. They're also embracing the emotional waters, so you will feel very drawn to them, but not in a way that really aids you. Okay? It's going to be in a way where they sit there and they're just going to be out for themselves. There's nothing bad about that. I'm really not seeing anything bad about this energy, but it's kind of like it's not what you want, it's not what you need, and it's not where you're going. So let's see what your subconscious messages are for this time. When it comes to people, justice. This is your subconscious person. This is a Libra energy, a time frame of September 23rd to October 22nd. There's justice here, cutting through doubts and fears, balancing the scales. So this is somebody who is very mindful of justice in this world and moving forward and bringing that justice forward into all aspects of life. It can very well be a Libra energy, but this could also be somebody who works, in and around justice. You'll sit there and I'm just seeing them kind of do a superhero pose. It's kind of like, yeah, that's how they see themselves, just a bit. And I see you being kind of close enough to this person or around this person enough to see that, or to see that aspect of themselves. Yeah. And it can be a book that you're reading. It can be a show that you watch where you're really inspired by somebody, and it's because of the justice that they bring forward. Your subconscious spirit animal message is the skunk spirit. Know your worth. Seriously, don't undersell yourself. You'll have a tendency to sit there and be like, oh, it's no big deal. Anybody can do what I do. Absolutely not. Absolutely not, Aries. You are a big deal. Not everybody can bring this wonderment forward. Embrace it. Embrace your power. Embrace your passion. And absolutely rejoice in it. Even if right now you don't see it, right? Even if the Three of Swords, the heartbreak, the pain, the disappointment, is so great that you don't see it, I'm telling you, other people do. Spirit is telling you, other people see it. There is something greater in this world for you, because if you let the Three of Swords rule, it will rule your whole entire life. It's doubts, it's fear, it's the mind, it's the voice that we have inside of our heads. And right now, your voice is mean. It's mean at times. It's saying, well, look at how I was hurt. Look at how I was disappointed. How do I stop that? First of all, you can't. But secondly, you stop it by not letting it define you. And this could be talking to somebody professionally. This could be talking to a friend. I would go more the professional route, all right? Just because they will know how to lead you forward. This is a release of what you no longer want and or need within your life. It brings justice. It lets you know your worth. Your subconscious chakra message is flexibility within the sacral chakra. The sacral chakra is where we hold a lot of negativity from this life, from past lives. You have that flexibility coming through. You've had this foot stance, okay? I don't know exactly what else you would call it. This position, there we go. Seen in the page of Pentacles, and even slightly here in the Two of Pentacles. So you're seeing this balance, this embracing of wisdom, this coming together and needing to be flexible, but they're all kind of harking and calling to the Hangman. It's like you see things differently than everybody else. That is not a bad thing. Don't think that it is. Release the negativity that is around you. Release the negativity from this life, from past lives. Move forward in passion and inspiration. Be flexible with your body, mind, and spirit. Your subconscious tarot message is the Hermit. Virgo energy, August 23rd to September 22nd. It's turning inward. It's seeing things more personally, more clearly for yourself. It's embracing quiet. And you might say, Dane, haven't we been just going through a hermit time? Yes, we have. There's something around August 23rd to September 22nd that I see very strongly around this time, right? With everything that's going on in the world. I don't know what it is, but there's something here. And there's a passion that you are moving forward, and there's a way that you are seeing. It can just be your own personal light shining forward. I mean, look at this radiance that is coming from her. It's like, I take this time. I connect with myself. I know myself. And now I come out of this period stronger and better than before. And you might say, okay, but no, like things are chaotic. But within your knowledge of you, what you want, what you desire, and where you're heading, the answer is yes. You have a radiance to you now, a brilliance. Embrace it. Going deeper into this subconscious message, is the Ace of Swords, the Ace of Voice. God, Source, Spirit, however you see the divine, the universe, embraces your voice, brings you power and understanding. You're cutting through doubts and fears, through negativity, hardships, pains, disappointments. You know what it is that you need. You might say, no, I don't, but you hear in your subconscious, you're being graced with this inspiration of knowledge, of clear sight, of understanding, of wisdom, guiding you and connecting you in peace, in harmony, in more than what we have now. And you are giving voice to that power. All right, Aries, I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I am sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all, and stay safe. Now let's end this reading with a meditation, releasing all negative energy, balancing ourselves, and moving us forward, peace, harmony, and determination to live the best lives that we possibly can. Take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you,